The new CERTUM LUX and the VELO LUX. What's the difference and which one should you buy? First, let's look at what's different. So the VELO LUX has a dedicated body contour, which works great for appendix carry if you know this is the shape and the size that you want to optimize both concealment and comfort. The CERTUM LUX doesn't have an integrated body contour, so it'll work great for hip carry. And then if you want to carry appendix, it'll also work well without the body contour, but then some people are going to want to customize it with a specific pillow or foam wedge or something like that, and they can add that to the CERTUM LUX. Next, we'll look at the clips. So they both come with Mod 4 clips, but the VELO LUX has 5 degrees of rotation forward and 5 degrees of rotation backwards, which works great for appendix carry. So if you want a little rotation one way or the other direction, you can find a really stable, comfortable, concealable position. For the CERTUM LUX, because it's also designed for hip carry, some people like to carry with a really aggressive forward cant on the gun, so like an FBI style cant. So the CERTUM LUX will rotate up to 20 degrees. So you can do 20 degrees to the back or 5 degrees to the front, and that's going to be on the light body or on the slide. And then on the sight channel, you can rotate 10 degrees back and 5 degrees forward. So the last thing we want to look at is the muzzle end of the holster. So for some of the VELO LUXes, they're going to come where the muzzle end is just chopped. And that works great because it has the body contour and it's dedicated for appendix carry. And so that hard, sharper muzzle end isn't going to make that big a difference because you have that standoff with the body contour. And then there are a few, like the universal light fit versions, they're going to come with a closed muzzle end on the VELO LUX, and that's because with the universal light fit, there's no stop point on the light, so you have to use the muzzle end as the stop point for the gun and the light combo. Then for the CERTUM LUX, you're going to have a closed muzzle end on all of them, and that's because we want it to work for both hip carry and appendix carry. If you just have that chopped muzzle end on a hip carry holster, the end of the holster is going to dig into the side of your hip and it's going to be really uncomfortable. So we're always going to have that closed muzzle end for any of the CERTUM family of holsters. So what's the same with these holsters? The first and most obvious thing is going to be the sweat guard. They both have a mid-ride sweat guard. Both holsters have the same cami bar setup, so they both have a low, medium, and high version and a single mounting position. Both holsters have very intentional clip blocking, so the profile and angle of the clip blocking allows for the belt to sit very naturally across the top of the holster. They both have 3 clip positions, so there's going to be a position above the light, another one above the slide, and then one above the sight channel. They both use DCC Mod 4 clips, which have adjustment in the clip, and they also have 2 positions, so a lower position and a higher position, so you can carry deeper in your waistband or higher in your waistband. Both holsters are going to come with a variety of different light fits. So they have our universal light fit that work with most mid and full-size guns with a compact light. And then for the compact guns, they're going to be specific light fit for like the TLR 7 sub. And then we'll also have versions for the larger duty style lights, so like X300A and B, the Mod Light, and the TLR 1 series. So which one should you buy, the new CERTUM LUX4 or the VELO LUX? So if you're a dedicated appendix carry guy and you enjoy the body contour and you just want a very simple solution, the VELO LUX is hard to beat. It's very comfortable, it's very low profile, very concealable. If you're somebody who knows they're a hip carry person, then the new CERTUM LUX4 is for sure the way to go. Also, if you're someone who's not sure if you want to carry appendix or hip carry, then the CERTUM LUX4 provides tons of flexibility. It works really well as an appendix carry holster or as a hip carry holster. And then finally, if you're a dedicated appendix carry person, but you know you want to optimize the holster for you, so you want a specific wedge or a specific pillow on there to find the most comfortable and concealable spot, and then you want tons of flexibility with what you can do with the clips, then the CERTUM LUX4 is the holster for you. If you want to find out more about the VELO LUX or the CERTUM LUX, go to Tenicor.com.